Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurummilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnapresthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Satarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauritishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Taruvasya Kripa Sindhu Vya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yatrapātamaham vande Shri Guru Dinadarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya. Yes. Okay, I have forgotten what did we discuss last class, so I want all of you to help me remember. Yes, anyone remembers?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, मैं बोलूं?
हाँ बोलिए, एक चीज बताना।
हाँ, एक तो बताए थे कि इस मटेरियल जगत से हम भक्ति करते हैं, भक्ति शुरू होती मटेरियल वस्तु से, लेकिन फिर एक समय जो इसी को ये खा जाती है, भक्ति मटेरियल वस्तु को खा जाती है। जैसे ऊंट से फायर निकलती है, लेकिन फायर फिर उनको खा जाती है।
So we discussed about how the material life generates bhakti. We practice bhakti with our material body, but ultimately it ends the material body. Okay, yes, this is one thing to discuss. What else? हाँ बोलिए।
In material life, we think, everyone thinks that we are free, but we are actually bound by the laws of nature.
So people think that they are free in material life, but they are actually bound by the material nature. Yes, very good. Yes, anything else?
Prabhuji, surrender to Krishna will increase our freedom. I think from the material boundaries which we have, right? The more I think we are surrendered toward Krishna, so the slowly, I think all these material things which we get free, the body will get free slowly.
Yeah, very good. So by surrendering to Krishna, so sometimes spiritual life may offer restrictions, regulations, and all those things. But these regulations ultimately make us free. They may look like chains to bind us, but they actually free us. Yes, anyone else?
You also created 3 groups. We were supposed to discuss in the next class. Last class we did not have to today.
Yeah, so we also discussed. Yes, what else? We discussed about the 3 groups, and these are the 3 groups. If I remember, if we remember, these are the 3 groups. How the rules looks restrictive, but it helps you. Second group, imagine a world without rules. What will happen? What all things can happen? Imagine a world without rules. And third, what steps we can take, how to make these rules how to follow these rules happy. Okay, so these are the 3 things we had discussed. That how all of you have discussed, we have not discussed, all of you have discussed. So how to make the rules. So first we will go to this, we will discuss this. Group number 2. So I don't know who are all there in group number 2. Please raise hands. Yes. Okay, Subrojit, Ravina. Okay, photo from chat. So they let them raise the hands. Okay, Subhrojit, Ravi. Who else? Others? Group 2, Nilima. Okay, Group 2. Arijit. Okay. Okay, Vaibhav. Okay, so all of Priyanka. Okay. Yes, so all of you speak. Yes. Everyone should speak some point about.
Okay, I will start. So I think if there are no rules, there will be a lot of anarchy, there will be a lot of destruction, a lot of fighting, which will ultimately.
Yeah, so there will be a lot of fighting, destruction, and all those things. Yes, what else? No rules in the
No
world.
rules. No rules. Everybody decides what they want.
Everyone decides what they want. What else? No rule in the world.
So the absence in justice.
Bolo Vaibhav, then Nilima.
Absence in justice system. Without rule, there will be no justice system. To wrongdoing, crimes will go unpunished. People will might take revenge into their own hands. There will be violence, instability, and destroying society.
So those who will do the crime, they will not be punished, and those who are proper people, they will be punished. Yes. So there will be no justice system. Yes. What else? What else can happen?
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Bolo.
It will degrade people physically, mentally, and emotionally because they won't follow a healthy lifestyle, and there will be spread of diseases as well.
There will be diseases. Forget about rule of the world. If you don't, how many of you think your body also follows certain rules? How many of you think that we have to follow the rule of the body? How many of you can eat through the ears? Like I remember one time one person asked His Holiness Sivaram Swami Maharaj. He is based out in Europe. He preaches and everything in Europe. So he asked Maharaj that, Maharaj, there are so many rules. Why there are so many rules? So then Sivaram Maharaj was telling, okay, you want a no rules society. So if you want a no rules society, so today in lunch we'll give you rasgulla and you have to put the rasgulla inside your ear. Why you follow the rule? You have to put the rasgulla in the mouth. No, we will put, right? So even our body follows rules. And if you do not follow the rules of the body, we get diseases. That's what she is telling, Nilima is telling, that we may get diseases. People who have who get diseases are those people who do not follow the rules of the body. Right? What else?
Prabhuji, इसी connection में you said rasgulla, जैसे if somebody may like rasgulla, you can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 4 तक give.
Yes.
4, 6. इसी में the body repels.
So similarly, we not just the body has rules of where we have to put what substance. Body has rules how much we can put. Correct?
Right.
So there is a rule of how much we can put. If we eat too much, then we get diabetes and so many things. We may get stomach upset. Right? What else? What else problems can happen if there is no rules in the world?
Lazy lifestyle. You know, get up when you want to eat.
Lazy life, no.
This was what we discussed is more in terms of if we do not follow the spiritual guidelines. So one was the rules. Another we thought like we would also present a case where there are spiritual guidelines which helps us to make us disciplined, be a better man. So lazy life and which you can also add written down. That's it. Discipline, non-discipline, no commitment, no respect.
Yeah, so as soon as there are no rules, there is no commitment, no respect. You see in corporate, there are so many rules and that's how there is some growth. How many of you think there is, let us say there is no rule. Anytime you can come, anytime you can go to the office, anytime you can come back from the office. How many of you think people will go in time? Anytime you can take holiday, anytime you can come for work. 365 days, whatever time you can. How many of you think, Aishanya, the people will go for the teachers will go to your college? Huh?
No.
No one.
But Prabhuji, आजकल we are all adopting flexi timings.
Yes.
People who are
So they are adopting flexi timings, and why they are adopting flexi timing? Very simple is, if the person's capacity is of 100 units of results, so they give them 1000 units of target. With 100 units he has capacity. So they give 1000 units of target 10 times. And what they do? Flexi timings. Anything you can do. So then what happens? So the person has flexi timings and unrealistic target. Unreasonable target. And the person has to work hard with that unrealistic target. So even if it's flexi timing, means there is no timing. Whole day you have to work only. So in that way, there are some rules. So that means what? It's not that the employee has to follow some rules. This is also important. But the boss and the employer also needs to follow certain rules. You are able to understand?
Yes.
How many of you understood what I am telling? Sometimes what the boss thinks that ये rule है हमारी company का, right? And the boss doesn't follow any rule. The boss also has some rules. He has to also follow some rules. What rules he has to follow? He has to follow the rules of human rights, labor laws. He has to follow rules of pause. He has to follow rules of leave policies. Imagine a company which doesn't have all these things. Then what will happen? There will be Nasik case everywhere. Correct? Yes. So rules and regulations are very important. It's not that the employee has to follow the rules, the employer has to follow the rules. It's not that the student has to follow the rules, the teacher has to follow the rules. How many of you think if the teacher doesn't follow rule, he comes sometimes to the class, sometimes he doesn't come to the class, sometimes he makes the lesson plan, sometimes doesn't make the lesson plan. How many of you think what will happen to the career of the student? Gone. So the employer has to follow the rule, the employee has to follow the rule, student has to follow the rule, teacher has to follow the rule, the government has to follow the rule, the prime minister has to follow the rule. So rules are meant for everyone, and the rules make the society orderly. If the society is not no rules, means it is chaotic.
Prabhuji, we have a class every Sunday, and that is why we are attending spiritual classes. Otherwise, at this time we would have been doing something else.
Yeah, and we are having a class. Sometimes we have attendance. Sometimes Sri Nitai does calls. Prabhuji, you have not been coming for the class. What is happening in your life? So sometimes all these things are very, very important. Sometimes, why Prabhuji is so much concerned about me attending class? As if, no, these rules of attending class, keeping the video on. How many of you think keeping the video on rule makes you more attentive? Yes, because you are concerned. We are writing. We are concerned. So the rules are important. They force us to do something productive. Because by nature, how many of you remember what Srimad Bhagavatam says? First canto, first chapter, 10th verse. What are the five special things of Kali Yuga? How many of you remember? The 5 special gifts of Kali Yuga. Oh,
People are less fortunate.
Less fortunate. Mandabhagya.
Less memory.
Yes, less memory.
Less lifespan ba.
Less lifespan.
Umanda mata hai.
What else? One more.
Lazy.
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 Misguided.
People are very lazy.
वस्तुतः विभिन्न बीमारियों से सब समय वो ग्रस्त रहते हैं.
Yeah, lazy. People are so lazy in spiritual, in Kali Yuga. Very, very lazy. They think that the body is everything, giving pleasure to the body or somehow or other. So they cannot come out of little bit of bodily comfort. They are very, very lazy. The body is. So, in this way, we can understand that the rules force us to come out of certain amount of laziness, certain amount of, and so rules are very good. And if rules are not there, then it will be chaotic. We will not be able to do any productive work, right? Now the second one, Hari Bol for group number 2. Let us. Very good. So now the first group. So first group, I don't remember the question. So though the rules looks restrictive, how the rules has helped you? Some personal experiences or also. Yes, who are all there in the first group? I don't know. Okay, Sujata. Yes, who else is there? The first group. Okay, Sasmita, Amit, Soumya, Sivans. Okay, yes. Sasmita, Ritika. Okay, so start speaking. Yes, group 1.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Our discussion was we have to follow many rules, but exactly that all rules it is helping us in our personal life also. For an example, we have to follow the veg diet. So ultimately, the veg diet is helping us in our health and unnecessary disease we are avoiding by following veg diet.
Yeah, very good. So in ISKCON and spiritual life says, okay, you follow the vegetarian diet. Actually, vegetarian diet is the most healthy diet for human beings. Human body. There is one PowerPoint, our Radhishan who says this PowerPoint. So telling about all the bodies of human body. If you see human body and a herbivore body and a carnivore body. All of you know the difference? Herbivore means जो घास फूस खाता है. Carnivore means जो मांस खाता है, right? So the scientists have done research. So the herbivore has a large, long intestine, and carnivore has small intestine. How many of you think humans, we have long intestine or short intestine?
Short intestine.
Hey, we have short intestine. We
Long.
have very long intestine.
Long and small and long.
We are very long. We have 32 feet of small intestine. Like that, it goes on. So how many of you think human body matches with herbivore or carnivore?
Herbivore.
Herbivore. Very good. In the first. Second, the scientists found out that the herbivore has alkaline saliva and the carnivore has acidic saliva to digest the meat. So humans who have okay, little now I'm going to science. I don't know how many of you know a little bit of science. How many of you know alkaline and acidic? Alkaline means base and acid is acid. Okay. So scientists found out that humans have alkaline saliva, not acidic saliva. So human saliva matches with the saliva of cows, saliva of goats. They have alkaline saliva. So this is the second match with the herbivore. Similarly, herbivores, molars and premolars are prominent and canine teeth is less prominent. So I'll explain what it is. Sure. This is called canine. We have seen four teeth are there in the front side, which is little pointed. How many of you have seen the teeth is like this? There are four teeth, right? And after the four teeth, there is a pointed teeth. Everyone has this pointed teeth? You go, if you have not seen your teeth, so you can go after the class in the mirror and see all your teeth. Okay? So this teeth is called canine. And after canine, there is molars, premolars, and then there are molars. Premolars are little smaller and molars are little bigger. Right? So herbivores have these prominent and canine is very less. आपने देखा है राक्षस लोग कैसे दिखते हैं? राक्षस लोग आपने देखा है मूवी में ऐसे निकला हुआ रहता है, right? पूतना ऐसे निकला हुआ रहता है. They are canines. Canines are very prominent. So the herbivores, their canines are very less and the molars are very much. How many of you have fed cow? You see cows का जो teeth होता है पूरा all are flat. All are flat teeth. Pura flat teeth. Molars are prominent. And how many of you have seen cat? Cat ka canine is very, their teeth is very prominent. Ting, 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 like very sharp and pointed teeth. So carnivores have pointed teeth and herbivores have flat teeth. And humans have flat teeth. So it matches, even the teeth also matches with herbivores. So in this way, there are more to it. I'm not going more in details. In this way, scientists have found out that human body matches more with herbivores than with the carnivore. And that's why the human food is more like veg diet, and more one takes it, more and more he lives a disease-free life. Very good. This is one very nice point that this group one person said, that the veg diet looks restrictive but makes you more disease-free. Yes. What next?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Bolo.
Prabhuji, our next point was get up in the early morning. So, early morning, our body and mind is prepared. So, we can do all the household work properly. And we can pray to God. We can chant. So, it's good for our health, mind, and.
So, the next thing is getting up early in the morning and sleeping early, getting up early. So, we had also read in the previous time in the childhood, right? Sleep early, rise early, right? So early in the morning, getting up is very important because it makes our mind calm, our life more regulated. So early morning getting up and doing this, it looks very restrictive, but it has lot of benefits. your mind becomes more clear, your concentration increases, your memory increases just by getting up early in the morning. Just imagine, your memory increases. I remember my father used to always tell, my father ensured that I used to get up early in the morning. I would sleep in the night I would sleep at 8:30 and get up at 2 o'clock or 2:30 and study. And I saw that early morning studies are so nice, so nice. And when I went to IIT, I saw that students don't sleep in the night, they sleep in the daytime. How many of you have seen in colleges, people sleep at 5 o'clock? People sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning. At 3 o'clock, they go for dinner in the morning time. For them, 3 o'clock is night. It's evening. And then 5 o'clock is morning. So so if someone leads such a life, what type of life they will lead next life? What are different species which remain awake in the night? You tell me. Owl,
Prabhuji.
Owl, very good. Owl, what else? Bat, jackal, fox, right? So in this way, modern society is training us for a very high, wonderful future. And what is the future? Become an owl, become a bat, become a jackal, become a fox. Why you remain a human beings? Right? And proudly they say, the city that never sleeps. Right? Hurry, sleep. So nowadays people don't even enjoy materially. Hurry, sleep. Why you have to work hard in the night? Huh? Are you a bat? You are a human being. Human beings are supposed to sleep in the night and get up in the morning. So early morning getting up, sleeping early, getting up early, this is a very wonderful habit. It enhances both physically and also emotionally, and definitely Brahma Muhurta also enhances spiritually. So it is very good habit, and slowly we should try to see that we are getting up early in the morning and doing our spiritual activities in the morning, doing some yoga, doing some pranayama, doing some exercises, going for morning walk, right? So this is a very good habit. Yes, what else?
Yes, Prabhuji,
एक करके.
associate teach and regular attending classes.
Yes.
It helps us increase the individual growth in the spiritual life, as well as avoid so many bad habits. It can purification also will be done by the God for this spiritual journey.
Yeah, so association, attending classes. Sometimes we think, oh, what happens just by attending 1 hour of class attentively in a week? No, don't underestimate the power of Shravan, the association and hearing and everything. I'll give an example. Yesterday I was returning from Puri in the train, Vande Bharat. So as I entered, I sat down in the middle seat. On the window seat, one boy was there. He says, oh, no, he raised his hand, and I did handshake, and I said, okay, Hare Krishna, and he said, Hare Krishna. And then he started asking a lot of questions. And I was answering one question, one by one, all questions. Then time came for lunch. So the waiter came and said, sir, aapka non-veg go. So immediately this person said, no, aaj veg khayenge. And said, okay, so the waiter went away. And after 15-20 minutes, because uska to order list mein shaayad non-veg tha. And then the waiter came back with veg, the Bengali boy, and he took veg. And then in the dinner also he took veg. and he asked a lot of questions. So this is the power of association. At least one day, just मेरे side में बैठा है, and said Swamiji के side में बैठा, and he was asking a lot of questions and all these things. So this is the power of association. So he knows very well. He has to impress Swamiji means he has to take veg, correct? And Swamiji answered all my questions. Swamiji, I patiently answered all his questions, and I gave him a lot of attention, and I understood what he wants, and I asked him, I inquired about his life and all those things. So he was very happy, and because he was happy, he wanted to please me. And how he also knows how to please Swamiji by taking veg. So in this way, association subtly creates subtle social pressure for developing and practicing good habits. You understand social pressure? So it's important to have a social pressure. So, अरे प्रभु जी के पास जाऊंगा तो प्रभु जी क्या पूछेंगे? How many of you think मेरे पास अगर आप आएंगे मैं क्या पूछूंगा? Yes, let me hear. Yes, Vikram Prabhu. Let us hear what प्रभु जी पूछेंगे. Yes.
Prabhuji will ask how your spiritual journey is going, whether you are doing this properly chanting, what all you reading right now,
Okay.
right, whatever it is.
So Prabhuji will ask how your spiritual journey, how you are chanting, how you are reading. What else Prabhuji will ask?
Are you following the four regulative?
Are you following the four regulative principles? Okay, what else Prabhuji will ask? Person's well-being. How you are dealing with your wife? How you are dealing with your husband? Are you giving time to your husband? Are you giving time to your wife? Are you giving? How many of you have seen? I have asked these questions to you. Are you giving time to your son? Are you giving time to your daughter? Okay. Now the Prabhuji may be not wanting to give time to wife, but because he knows that Prabhuji will at any point of time can catch me and ask me this question. So because of that pressure, social pressure, he is forced to give time to his wife. He is forced to give time to his. So the person may not want to take the wife for a outing, but Prabhuji will ask कि कब लेके गया था घुमाने वाइफ को, कब लेके गया था घुमाने बच्चों को, कब चैंटिंग किया, कब ये किया. So the social pressure is very good. Many of the people, many of the students, they come to bad habits. They start developing bad habits because of social pressure. I have seen in IIT, because of social pressure only they start smoking, drinking. In corporates, because of social pressure only they attend corporate parties. And because of social pressure only, though they know that alcohol is killing their body, but they have to take because of social pressure. So association creates a subtle social pressure for good things, for chanting, spiritual good things, emotional good things, physical good things. So by attending classes and developing relationship with devotees, we put ourselves in a subtle social pressure which forces us to become good. The wife knows, if I too much shout, then information will go to Prabhuji, and then so that pressure is there. Yes. So if the husband too much, like I asked one husband, do you sow red eyes to your wife? No, Prabhuji, I never sow my red eyes to my wife. Right? And I asked the wife, does he sow red eyes to you? Prabhuji, every day, 3 times he sows red eyes to me. Right? So in this way, so there is a pressure. Prabhuji ko pata chal gaya. Prabhuji has come to know. So, but that pressure helps us to become better. So, association creates a pressure for developing good habits. Generally, we do not have dealt with our wife like that. Generally, we do not have dealt with our husband like that. Generally, we would not have dealt with our children like that. But because Prabhuji is involved in my life now I have to really impress Prabhuji. He should be happy. So then we develop good habits. So in this way, association helps us to avoid bad habits and develop good habits, creating a subtle pressure, social pressure to develop good habits, behave in a particular way. Right? Okay, what else? Very nice point. This was a very nice point.
Prabhuji, no intoxication.
No intoxication.
Yeah. It protects our health from being further degraded, which is of primary importance. And moreover, it also keeps us grounded to reality.
So no intoxication. It has health benefits and also crime benefits. All the problems has happened with crime has happened when people are intoxicated. No crime, no health issues, intoxication helps us. Yes. I was telling, I don't know how many of you know, that scriptures, actually, first of all, scripture says that no intoxication. I was discussing the same also with my chacha when I had gone Puri. So I was telling my chacha, because I will tell you the reason why I was telling. So scripture says that we should not take intoxication. But even if a person wants to take intoxication, scripture says that you can take bhang or ganja. Now, there is a difference between, even in intoxication also, if you at least follow scripture. So there is intoxication like bhang. There, I don't recommend all of you to take bhang. Okay, this is just a comparison. Bhang and ganja versus foreign liquor. So, bhang and ganja does not incite violence. It is also wrong, but it doesn't incite violence. And foreign liquor, it incites crimes. So every intoxication works in our nervous system. So scripture says, okay, best is complete, no intoxication. But if someone says, no, I cannot stay without intoxication, then scripture says, take bhang. My chachaji was telling when he was young in Puri, the young guys during those times used to take bhang. Right? My chachaji was telling that one time I had not studied for the history exam and I took bhang and I went. And I wrote so much of history that the invigilator was not able to provide answer sheet. Itna I wrote. So in this way, intoxication is bad completely, but the foreign liquors and the foreign ways of intoxication incites crimes. I was also talking with one doctor. He was telling about how medical colleges, they take a lot of ganja and all those things. But by ganja, you become very numb. And but foreign liquor takes you to too much of violence mode of passion. Okay, so I don't recommend all of you to take bhang and ganja. But what I am telling is that in this way, intoxication, they have health issues and they also have crime issues. So bhang and ganja, at least, they only create health issues. But foreign liquor, they create both health issues also and crime issues also. So we need to understand that the rule of no intoxication, it helps a lot. How much crime can be stopped? India will be completely free of crime if all people follow this no intoxication. Yes. What else? Yes. What else? Yes.
Chanting.
So what chanting rules?
Chanting rules and chanting power.
So what benefits one gets?
So by doing chanting, Prabhuji, first of all, our mind will be focused and if you are doing the then it will be qualitative, not quantitative.
So by chanting, though it looks very restrictive, I have to chant so many rounds in a day, I have to chant nicely, but it increases our love for Krishna. It also makes our mind more focused. So more and more we do chanting nicely. It looks very restrictive. I have to chant so many rounds, but it benefits us. Yes, any other point? These are very nice point, all of you. Yes, Sweta.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Bolo.
Prabhuji, reduces karmic reactions because we are serving God and chanting. So, but in the material world, either we are doing something good or bad. So we are creating reactions. But by doing spiritual practices, that we are not we are reducing the reactions.
Yeah, very good. So by doing spirituality, we are doing actually a karma. So we are getting liberated from the material world. Though it is, it looks a little restrictive, but we should understand that spiritual life helps us to liberate from the material world. Yes, anyone else point?
Point, Prabhuji, fasting.
Fasting. Very good. Very good. Fasting. Yes. What benefits we get?
Fasting, Prabhuji, medically also it is proven that one day of fasting it is good for our health. And with fasting, whatever the good food we are having, it will lead to a better spirituality. We can do the chanting with better focus and with more concentration. If it will have a light food and if we are going for the fruits.
Yeah, so fasting is very so spiritual life. Sometimes it tells you have to fast and everything. Like I do fasting in Ekadasi. So all actually fasting, science says that all your mala of the body, all the toxic of the body gets accumulated in your intestine when you fast, and then it gets released the next day. So the fasting has a lot of help, and that's why Ekadasi fasting is there. Spiritually also it is, in terms of devotion also, Ekadasi is mother of devotion, and health wise also fasting has a lot of benefits. Yeah, very good. This is nice. So one loud Haribol for this group number 1. Haribol. Yes, Rubrojit has one more point. You are mute.
I wanted to ask one thing.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it also brings our into calmness in our entire office. I mean, it helps us to calm down also, it helps us to concentrate, it helps us to focus.
Yeah. So chanting also calms us down. It helps, increases our concentration. Also, our thoughts become more channelized. Previously, when we are sitting for studying anything, we are thinking about something else. So it becomes more channelized and focused. Yes. Right. Okay, one loud Haribol for this group number 1. Haribol.
Get two more points. Prabhuji.
Yes, please tell.
The first, everyone knows about the prasadam.
Yes. Yes, prasadam. Yes. Tell.
And the last one is seva.
Yes. So seva is very, very important aspect. So by doing some service, we develop a lot of connection with Krishna. It may look little restrictive. Oh, I have my material duties. I have my chanting also. Why again service? You take up simple little service that you see will enhance your connection with Krishna. So seva is also very nice. Yes. So next, now we have third group.
Prabhuji, Sankirtan is there also.
Yes, Sankirtan is chanting only. Yes. Yes. The third group we had question. What steps we can take to do these rules happily? Okay, we are understanding the benefits of this, but sometimes when we start doing it, फिर से क्लास में आना है, वीडियो ऑन करना है, और फिर से चैंटिंग करना है, there is little bit of burden. It feels little bit of burden. So how to take these, what steps we can take to make these rules, whatever rules all of you said, there is rule of early morning getting up, there is rule of veg diet, there is rule of attending classes, no intoxication, chanting, fasting, and how to make it more and more happy or blissful experience. So that was group number 3. Yes, I don't know who are all there in group number 3. Okay, Anu Mataji, Tamagoran, Mataji Nandita, Vikram, okay, whoever, Pramod, yes, bolo, ek karke. Everyone speak one point.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji,
हाँ बोलो.
I think we should set achievable targets in the beginning, not very unrealistic targets. Like जब से एक माला से शुरू करते हैं तो हमें लगता है कि हम एक बार जल्दी से 16 माला कर लेंगे, लेकिन वो होता नहीं है, इसलिए हमें एक एक करके आगे बढ़ना होता है. And once we get the higher taste, the joy of chanting, then there is no end to it.
So
then desire comes in the mind to do more chanting.
Very good. So we should keep achievable targets. Not that okay, today I'm chanting 1 round, immediately jump to 16 round. That creates or today I'm not initiated immediately. How? When I'll take initiation? So we should have achievable small targets. Take baby steps towards Krishna, and that helps us to become more disciplined. Yes. What else? हाँ सब एक एक करके मैं बताऊंगा कौन कौन बोलेगा. ओके, पहले विक्रम प्रभु, देन सीमा माता जी, देन अनु माता जी, देन प्रतीक. ओके, यस.
Prabhu, take association of devotees which will help you to break that social pressure so that you will understand the importance of connecting, and it will also.
But how to make the association more blissful experience? That is the question.
Serving the Vaishnavas.
Okay, serving the Vaishnava, exactly what?
Prasadam.
Prasadam, very good. So how to make the association very blissful? So association can be very blissful. How to, yes, association, classes and everything. But we should time and again invite Vaishnavas to our house. We time and again invite devotees to our house. We go to devotees' house. We visit devotees' house. Take prasadam with them. Chant with them. Inquire about their well-being. Aap kaise hain? Everything is good in your life. How the students, how your kids are studying. So association is nice, but we can make the association more entertaining by coming together, taking prasadam together, inviting devotees to our house. So it is a very important principle. At least once in a month, we should invite some Vaishnava to our house. Okay, this month passed away. No devotee I invited to my house. So we should feel, oh, I didn't invite anyone to my house this time. Rather, it is said, scriptures say that grihasthas should invite every day someone to their house and feed them. And I am telling once in a month. Once in a month is too far-fetched idea. Every day grihastha should invite some Vaishnavas or sadhus and feed. But okay, TK, every day it is not possible. Start with once in a month. Once in a month, I'll invite someone and cook something. Okay, if I cannot invite 10 people, okay, invite one couple, one family member, one family, and feed them. So, inviting Vaishnavas, feeding them prasadam, and taking prasadam with them is how we can make association more entertaining, more blissful experience. So, though association sometimes looks restrictive, it can become very blissful when we take prasad with devotees and make a regulation in our life that okay, once in a month I'll invite someone, or once in a week I'll invite someone, or once in 15 days, based on whatever is practical possible. Okay, what else?
Here I would like to add one thing.
Yes.
Not only prasadam, we should share the experience of spiritual journey also with each other. How they are doing. That's very important. That motivates people that if one can do so many sevas and so many spiritual activities, I also can.
Yeah, so we can share our experience, share our I did like this and it was such a nice experience. I went there, it was such a nice experience. So sharing our experience during association also makes it more entertaining. Yes. What else? How we can make different aspects of the rules in spiritual life more entertaining. Yes. How we can make getting up early more entertaining. Yes. This is a tough question.
Actually, we should plan our schedule in such a way that getting up in the morning doesn't become a burden.
Okay.
That we should inculcate a habit of going to bed early, so that automatically we can get up early morning without much effort. And the kind of food that we are eating also makes a difference in getting up in the morning.
Okay.
Veg diets are recommended, so that also plays a role. Also, anything that you do for 21 days becomes a habit.
Okay.
Repeatedly. So if you try to do somehow for 21 days, automatically it will become part of the habit.
Okay.
And that will not be a burden afterwards.
Okay, make
And
a habit.
when you enjoy the benefits of getting up in the morning, then you are further motivated to take up this cause of.
Okay, very good. Yes, our Suprojit Prabhu has raised hand, and then Sangeeta. Yes.
I think Prabhuji makes it more interesting demonstrating to someone who has actually accomplished by getting up early and getting results will help everyone to get inspired.
So you are telling that by talking with someone, interacting with someone who gets up early, and that's or taking.
He and she are getting the benefits. I mean, even after seeing someone getting benefited, we also get inspired to follow that.
Taking help and inspiration from someone who is getting up early. Okay, very good. What else? How we can make getting up early interesting? Yeah. Yes,
Prabhuji?
Yes.
Prabhuji, people have many intoxications in their life, desire, मुझे लेकर पीना ये पीना है. So if we have that intoxication with the nature's beauty and see the rising sun and the cool breeze, then we can get up in the early morning to enjoy the nature. And one day if we wake up, second day we don't wake up, then we can feel that that yesterday was very beautiful. So that also can recure the habit of getting up early in the morning and be with nature, enjoy some early in the morning with the nature. It benefits us.
So get up in the morning, go out and walk in the sun, and so the morning sun, open air. So it gives you very nice. Okay, what else? What else? How we can? Yes, Sweta.
Associate some, I think, gratification with this so that we can control our mind. Because mind always seeks some kind of a goal. We attach some gratification for some days. Of course, I think naturally it will become a habit.
Okay, so we can attach some gratification to that habit so that if you get up early, then you will get this. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
रुको हाँ सीमा माता जी बोलो श्वेता माता जी then सीमा माता हाँ श्वेता बोलो.
say to that if we get up early and do the chanting, then for 1 hour or 30 minutes we can get a nap in the afternoon.
Okay, very good. That's a good identification. What if in the afternoon you go for office, then you do not get time for the nap? So in Bengali, it is called bhater ghum. Yeah, bhat ghum. Okay, bhat ghum. So if you get up early in the morning, you will get bhat ghum. Okay, it's a nice point. Yes, Imam. बोलो Imam.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, जैसे हम लोग अर्ली मॉर्निंग में अगर उठते हैं तो हम लोग को ये बेनिफिट मिलता है, जो हम लोग लेट से उठते हैं तो हम लोग का जो शेड्यूल रहता है वो बहुत लेंदी हो जाता है, लॉचपोच हो जाता है। अगर अर्ली उठते हैं तो हम लोग का शेड्यूल बहुत मतलब टाइम से हो जाता है, तो हम लोग को जैसे हम लोग अगर रीडिंग करना चाहे या अगर एक्टिविटीज करना चाहे उसके लिए इनफ टाइम मिलता है हम लोग को, तो हम लोग बहुत काम माइंड से कर सकते हैं। अगर ये हम लोग लेट उठते हैं तो हम लोग का मतलब जो भी करना चाहते हैं, अरे ये काम मेरे को प्रायोरिटी नहीं दे सकते हम लोग कि अरे ये करना है, हम लोग को शेड्यूल वाइज नहीं कर सकते हम लोग, इसलिए अर्ली मॉर्निंग। और एक हम एसोसिएशन के लिए बोलना चाहेंगे, जैसे एसोसिएशन हम लोग को शुरू में अच्छा नहीं भी लग सकते हैं, लेकिन अगर हम लोग एसोसिएशन करेंगे, ये एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जैसे हम लोग अंडर वन रूफ हर अलग अलग फैटर्निटी के लोग हम लोग को मिलते हैं एसोसिएशन में, जो कि हम लोग को मटेरियल लाइफ में इतना एक्सेसिबल नहीं है। जो हम लोग जिसमें भी है, हम लोग को मेडिकल का हो या और अनदर ग्रुप का हो, जो भी हो, उससे हम लोग इंटरेक्ट करते हैं। हम लोग का कोई ऐसा प्रॉब्लम हो जो हम लोग का फैटर्निटी के लोग मिल गए हम लोग, क्योंकि इतने एक्सेसिबल है जो हम लोग का कोई भी प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन करने के लिए इजीली तैयार रहते हैं, जो कि मटेरियल लाइफ में इतना इजी नहीं है। तो ये करने से हम लोग को ये बेनिफिट भी मिलता है जो हम लोग को मतलब अदर मटेरियल लाइफ में नहीं मिल सकता है।
Perfect. So in this way, by understanding the benefits or taking association or getting up early, we understand the benefits. We can get up early. Very good. Okay, Sakshi has raised hand. Please tell.
Prabhu ji, I had a point.
मतलब
if we like plan the next day एक दिन पहले रात को, and then मतलब if we include something which we enjoy doing in like मतलब that is the first thing you do in the morning next day, तो मतलब you will be like more willing to get up to do that thing just when you are enjoying.
So sometimes people enjoy some nice music. Okay, so you get up in the morning and hear a little bit nice music for 15 minutes. Sometimes people enjoy going out and doing some walking. So okay, you get up and do some walking in the morning. Sometimes people enjoy reading a novel. Okay, you get up and read a novel for sometimes 15-20 minutes. So then what happens is, for that, as he's telling a very nice point, that whatever you enjoy doing, if you get up and do that first, then there is a good chance that you get up in that morning and you can start enjoying. Because you are in the mind that ye main karunga uth ke. Okay, that's a very good point. Yes.
Prabhuji, can I say something?
Please, you can say a lot of things, not something.
We should follow simple habits. जैसे आपने शुरू किया ना 2 minutes भगवत गीता रीडिंग विल ग्रुप एवरी डे, 15 minutes श्रीमद् भागवतम रीडिंग एवरी डे। तो छोटा टाइम, कम टाइम है, लेकिन we enjoy doing it with other devotees. So these are simple habits which can culminate into a very good spiritual.
Yeah, that's what Radhesham Prabhu used to always say. This what Mataji is telling. I remember Radhesham Prabhu used to always say, okay, if you are getting up at 6:30, so make a simple habit of getting up at 6:50. 15 minute काम मैं सोऊंगा. So do it for 6 months or 2, 3, 4 months. Then now for last 4 months you are getting up at 6:15. So you try now 6 o'clock. Okay, so 15 minutes or little less, 6 o'clock. So in this way, slowly you can come and get up in the Brahma Muhurta by slowly reducing your sleep and sleeping early in the night. That's a very nice point. Okay, very nice. So all of you, Pratik has raised hand last.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, a couple of points I would like to raise. First is we should, like as a whole, find happiness by taking small services, like starting from small services to purify ourselves. So it is not like we should hope for that, okay, I will do something, because putting or setting up those milestones which are unachievable or are like really difficult inhibits ourselves from falling from that aspiration as well. So instead of aiming those high milestones, we should start by taking small services, whatever we can do, like which increase our capability. And another point is avoiding or ending our false ego, because as a human, as a normal human, we just understand and take some understanding within our mind, right? So self-understanding is very harmful for us. So, and that is why the power of association and taking guidance of gurus, and even maybe to the minimal level, we can avoid our false ego and start speaking, start hearing, listening. So that will also help.
Yeah. So consultation helps a lot, by consulting the superiors, consulting the well-wishers, by keeping our ego aside and thinking, oh, I don't need any guidance. Whatever I think is the best for my life. So when we have this type of attitude, then we never improve in our life. We may degrade only. But if we have this attitude that yes, I may think wrong, let me ask what I am thinking, what I am deciding. Is it proper? Is it right? Is it appropriate? Is it required? So when we have this attitude of consultation, we get a lot of benefits. Yeah, very good. So
मैं इसमें जो मॉर्निंग उठने में एक चीज जोड़ सकते हो, जैसे कार्तिक महीना है, उसमें जो नन डिवोटी वो भी उसको बहुत गुरुत्व देते हैं। इस महीने में हम लोग को ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठना ही है, तो वैसे हम लोग अगर आदत करें तो उसके बाद भी हमारा हमेशा के लिए आदत बन सकता है।
This is a very nice point. His Mataji is telling that okay, कार्तिक महीने में मैं ट्राई करूंगा हर दिन सुबह उठने का। तो क्या होगा, कार्तिक महीना खत्म हो जाएगा, बट सुबह उठना चलता रहेगा। बट कभी कभी मैंने देखा कार्तिक महीना खत्म हो जाता है तो फिर से वो ज्यादा सो लेता है। मार्गशीर महीने में 3 घंटा ज्यादा सो लेता है। But that is a good point. By doing some vratas in Kartik, and we get empowerment. Okay, one loud Hari Bol for this group.
Prabhuji, I would like to add something.
Yeah, please.
Instead of doing, we can shift our mindset. From the fear mindset, we can do instead of thinking it's a duty, from fear we can do things from the love. That will help us make small changes.
Yeah, so instead of getting up, that oh, Sri Nitai Das has told me to get up, what can I do? Sri Nitai Das has told me, but oh, my love for Krishna will increase. Oh, it will be so nice if I get up in the morning. So in this way, from the fear mindset, we can go to the love mindset, duty platform. Any question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu,
Dandavat, yes.
Prabhuji, while we are rendering our services, there a lot of time it comes, I think, when we are presenting ourselves and I think talking to the people, might be, I think, the people will take a different message. Right? Recently, I think, see that Nasik wala case and all this thing, which also comes up back of our mind, whether we speak up for their benefit, but it might get wrong also. So what is your suggestion towards that?
So people may understand whatever they want to understand, but if they are sincere, they would always seek clarification. Right? They would always seek clarification. Sometimes people are very convinced about what they are thinking, what perceptions they have is right. So we cannot change them. They will always remain like that. But those who are sincere, serious, I always see that they seek clarification. Oh, this is said like this, so I am not able to understand. Even Arjuna is also seeking clarification in Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is asking Krishna, oh Krishna, you said that you gave the knowledge to Sun God. I don't believe. How do I believe that you gave the knowledge to Sun God? You are born with me and both of us were born together. So those who are sincere candidates, they will always seek clarification. And those who are not sincere candidates, they will always think, okay, whatever I am thinking is best, whatever my perceptions are best, and people like that. Hare Krishna. There is some sound. So they will always seek clarification. So it's important that we seek clarification, and whenever we speak something, everyone will understand whatever they want to understand. Okay, so whatever is right, we speak. Whatever is required for the right thing in the society, we speak. Whether, like, for example, even if the entire society says that non-veg is good for health, it gives protein, so whole class I spoke about how non-veg is not good. So I am not fearful what the society is telling. Society may say, if you go to the doctors, if the doctors hear today's class, they'll say, kya Swami ji, aap kya bol rahe hain? The non-veg gives protein and you are telling herbivore what you are telling. So they may speak whatever they want to speak, not that everyone will like what we are speaking. So we are not here to impress the public. We are here to present the right message. The message has to be presented as it is, what Bhagavad Gita is telling. Those who want, they will follow. Those who don't want, they will leave. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, is it okay? You're able to understand?
Yeah, I understood, Prabhuji, but there's always an anxiety because we are also attached with the material commitments.
Yeah.
Right. While we are, I think, teaching the right message, whatever you think, I think the consequences at back of our mind, it always bring our faithfulness, whether it should not immediately impact my material commitments.
Like, give some examples so that I am clear exactly how it affects.
So recently, I think I was approaching this message of Deepa Hackathon, right? So I personally went and met to the Rehan's school principal, right? The meeting was very nice, right? I have explained him and she was understood. I think she was only giving me a personal time, 10 to 15 minutes we discussed and she understood everything. And apparently, I think the meeting ended very, fruitful. Then I said, I will share the details on the email, right? And I think then we see how we can help us, I think, in this registration of the person. And she said, okay, yes, I think I definitely I look forward to it. So please send, and today I'm occupied also because back-to-back sessions was going on because there's CBSE, some changes in their curriculum. So since morning she was also occupied, but in spite of that, she given me a time, we had a good discussion. Monday, I sent her an email also, right? She didn't respond to it. And again, I think Thursday, again, I sent her a follow-up email, also a message, right? So at the back of my mind, which was going, should I doing right thing, should not affect my, I think, Rehan's, not affect again because she might take it differently also, right? Why I think his father is too much insisting many things like this. So it should not affect my child career, right? And I think she would start understanding differently. In fact, I think Seema is also saying why there's so much pushing her. I think because there are a lot of other students who should be listening. She might have some restrictions she cannot be openly saying to you. But please avoid. In fact, I have then discussed with Dharmakishan Prabhu also. Prabhu also avoid her. Don't, I think, cheat if he is not responding. And in the last night, I think I called her in the morning also. Yesterday I was in Guwahati. I still call her at the time. But I think once more that's with the mercy of Krishna and she is able to help us. Help me. So all of a sudden I called without thinking anything. She responded also, I'm driving, I will call you back. Then I give it her. Then apparently in the night she sent me a message, sorry I could not able to come back to you. I am occupied with the ongoing commitments because there was a election. The school has been selected for election. I think the forces are there. Same online classes has been immediately rescheduled because of the offline because they have to immediately move to the online things. There are a lot of commitment which is going on. So I will see how I can help us. So that anxiety period which is going back of our mind, why I want to keep aside Vikram, right? I was just want to approach him as a pure devotee and seeking a help. Right? But also Vikram comes with I think Vikram material responsibilities are also associated. So I was always anxious that it should not affect I think the future of my child. That was my I think question.
So we should understand one thing, that we are, whenever we are approaching someone or preaching to someone or giving Bhagavad Gita to someone, we should always ensure and follow Krishna's policy. And what is Krishna's policy? Krishna has given freedom to all the living entities. Krishna's policy is, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, "O Arjuna, I have spoken the entire Bhagavad Gita, yatha ichhasi tatha kuru." Whatever you think, if you are feeling that it is appropriate for you to follow, you follow. So Krishna himself is giving freedom. After speaking the entire Bhagavad Gita, full so many 700 slokas, Krishna is telling to Arjuna, Arjuna, if you feel like following it, you follow it. If you feel appropriate that whatever I said is good for you, follow. Otherwise, you follow whatever you want to do. So, whatever it is, whether we are dealing with our students, whether we are dealing with our disciples, whether we are dealing with your children, whether we are dealing with any outsider, we should always give them freedom, because Krishna has given the soul freedom. So we should give the freedom to the person and never push him. But then there is a art of inspiring a person. Sometimes we have perceptions of okay, maybe if he is not responding or she is not responding, that means he is not interested. Sometimes they may be interested, but because of really putting themselves in a different situation, they may not. Like sometimes some people enroll for Bhagavad Gita basics class, and after 2 weeks their father gets some serious medical issues. Okay, so then they didn't join the class. But what we think, he is not interested. Correct? तो हम उसको छोड़ देते हैं. So we don't even inquire from him. कि अरे वो तो interested नहीं होगा. But when we inquire, then he says, okay, Prabhuji, my father is in ICU and what to do now? I'm all day busy handling him. Maybe next batch I will join again. Please pray for my father. Then we understand, I was having wrong perception about the person. So it is always very important that we have right perceptions that, okay, he may be busy. And so this is the second thing. So the first thing is that we should not unnecessarily push someone. We give them freedom. Okay, this is an opportunity for all of for you to do help, and we can always do some follow-up, gentle reminder we can send. But beyond that, if a person is not responding, that means the person needs more time. And the second thing is that without clarification, don't develop some perceptions about people. Because people may go through certain situations which may, because of which they are not able to commit to Krishna consciousness. Okay? Yes. What else? Okay, we will end here. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.